R&B Money. We up. Tank. Valentine. We are the authorities on all things R&B.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tank.
I'm Valentine.
Oh, and this is the R&B Money Podcast.
Yeah.
The authority on all things R&B.
Soulful.
Soulful.
Really sang that shit.
Where you singing from?
The depths.
You better be singing from the depths of your motherfucking soul. And we got one in the building.
Yeah.
And I seen to do it for 30 nights.
Yeah.
Early. Make some noise. Leela James in the building.
Yeah.
I seen to do it.
I love it.
Oh, you got that shit on the day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got that shit on the day. I
Yeah.
saw you get out the car. I said, "No, that's what we doing." Okay.
Well, I'll have to come see y'all.
Yeah.
All lies on
and
me.
we see you.
Hey, a star is in the building. That's
Yeah. Rick James would be like, yeah.
approved.
Yeah.
How you doing, Leela?
I'm good. How y'all?
We good. We good.
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I really am. I have been watching y'all, and I'm so proud of what y'all have created. So I'm glad to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Listen,
course.
first of all, let's just get excited for this, for this southern, this southern excellence that you bring into the pod.
Yeah.
It sounds so good. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. Which is crazy because I just found out, I'm thinking she from the South the whole time. Leela is from L.A.
Mm-hmm. Born and raised.
Yeah, look. He can't believe it.
I put the South in the South Central for sure.
Yeah.
Born and raised. Yes, indeed.
So how did you do that?
How I do what?
That.
See, I don't know what I do, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, I say this. I was telling him earlier. My family is originally from the South, so I was the first of that generation to be born here. Everybody else from the South. So my parents came here and they had me. That's all. And I was raised out here, born and raised. But my family they Texans.
So in terms of their dialect and how are they still?
I think
because LA has its own thing. That is so
you know
far
what? It's definitely it depends on where you are and what parts of LA. Because a lot of people always try to, I feel like, group LA as one thing, and it's not.
It's not.
That's true.
It's absolutely
It's not.
That's
And
true.
native LA folk know that.
Yeah.
Like there was literally.
But I've
from
never
here.
heard this. I've never
See,
heard
I don't-
anyone from
and-
LA talk like you.
Really?
No.
I have.
Who?
My family.
There it is.
Right.
Your family. Because I
Yeah.
think, I'll call myself an outsider of LA for now. You know what I'm saying? I've been here 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
But when I thought about LA, I thought everybody talked like Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying?
I think
like that was my understanding of it.
Well, you know how when you're in New York, right, and you go to certain boroughs, like if you're in Brooklyn and you're around a West Indian family,
Right.
like
They
you
still have the accent.
there you go.
Got you.
So it's a little
Got
bit of
you.
that because I know people that are from here that they
I
real
got
country.
you. I understand exactly what you're saying. now.
Yeah,
Got
they
it,
from
got it.
Alabama, but they live here, but that Alabama ain't left them.
Right.
'Cause
It's
even-
still their household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when I moved to Maryland from Milwaukee, Maryland, DC has a certain
Has a certain-
dialect
yeah,
that is
sure.
just like I was like, what are y'all talking about? But I was able to assimilate to it, but I never wanted to own the dialect. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I don't want people to know like where I'm from just
Right.
as soon as I talk. And they got their own thing, Shawty and Slim and Joe and they got all that. And I'm like this, I'm gonna use the words when I'm here. And then when I leave, I'm not gonna use the words.
What's interesting for me is that I didn't think that there was anything different to my dialect until I left LA. And I went to the East Coast and they was like, you sound country. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Like, everybody talk like this. Everybody got palm trees, too. No, wait, where y'all palm trees? Like, you just think every place, you know what I'm saying? When you grow up in a certain environment, you think everything is like that. But I didn't think that that I sound different. I still don't think that. I mean, but I do hear it from time to time. And it gets worse, especially now, when you around certain people and you in the South. And
you
so
comfortable where you
the
go
twang,
in?
the twang, get the twang in.
Twang, get the twang.
But I mean, and that's just even like here, you definitely hear the LA. And some of my folks that's here, you hear the slight things. So, but yeah, it's still there. All the twangs, it's twangs.
Well, I was gonna say let's go back down south, but apparently we
Down
don't have
South
to
Central.
go. Down
go down
South
South
Central. We don't have to
Yeah.
go down south. Take us back to the beginning, Leela. Like, where does this start as a child? Where does the pouring in begin? Where does the inspiration and the desire to do this?
Back to, I would say, my parents. My dad sang, my mama sang, and that's kind of how, in some ways, they met. They both like quartet singing, and they was both raised in the church.
But they was quartet.
Yeah, like so. And then I came up in church, and it was a lot of a cappella singing around the household. So your ear, you was forced to learn harmonies and melodies and stuff like that because it was just raw singing.
Yeah.
Mighty Clouds of Joy and Shirley Caesar,
Talk
that
the
type
talk.
of just singing. And so it was just my environment. And my dad always played Al Green. And that was just something that I love. I was like, dang, that dude, who is that? And we always heard that around my household, that blues and funk. You know what I mean? That was just really the soundtrack. And for me, in my childhood, I just remember blues, funk, gospel, which is cigarettes and alcohol too.
Yeah. I was about to say liquor.
And
You know
alcohol.
what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, no, the liquor's right here. It's in the little. it's in the-
with my dad. And so I attribute a lot of that to my influence in my upbringing in terms of who I became as an artist and my taste of music and all of that stuff. It's just kind of like in me. It ain't nothing that's forced or we trying to. I'm
course.
trying to. I thought everybody listened to that. Like
Of course.
you just really do. You think like when you think of music, you like. Who don't know Al Green? Who don't know the Mighty Clouds of Joy and Sam Cooke? Like,
Yeah.
you just think everybody listens to that certain kind of music. Again,
You
until
think everybody's harmonizing at the
yeah,
house? You think,
and then you leave and you're like, nah, everybody ain't doing that.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, since you're, I think we always, or our parents always want to make better versions of themselves. Did you ever feel like, at one point, your parents were looking at you like, oh, we got something here. This is special.
I think, a few years ago. Just recently, a few years ago. Because, again, my parents and my family, when you have people, everybody that sing and stuff, it kind of keep you humble. And, like,
Because everybody can do it.
yeah, they ain't impressed by much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you expect it to kind of, well, yeah, it's the norm. But my dad recently, he brought me to tears. He started learning how to text good and stuff, and just want to text me this long ago. I'm so proud of you. I was listening to your album, that album, and I'm like, man, I put that out a long time ago. You just not listening to it, and so it just was so sweet though to have him acknowledge me like that, and my mother too, to tell me that they were proud.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about, down home church quartet. Was that the mission at first to like, hey, I want to be a famous gospel singer, or I want to be, was that the goal in the beginning?
No, I didn't. You know why? And because I never wanted to felt like I had that pressure of being put in a box. Because I love all kinds of music, and I just didn't want that responsibility of having to carry that cross, and then somebody pass judgment when I step out and do something that they feel like ain't, sanctified.
Hey, you a beverage.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, not even just
I'm
that.
just
It's just
saying,
that I love, I really love blues, and blues ain't gospel, but it's influenced by gospel.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm just doing gospel music, then I can't sing the
Gotta go
blues, and that's in me too.
Love the blues.
Yeah. So, but I, when you are in the church, and when you are rooted in what you believe, that don't leave
go
you
nowhere.
just because you singing a certain type of music. Like my faith ain't never wavered and changed. If anything, it's strengthened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I started doing this because I needed to lean on it even more so because this business is some up shit
Sure.
most of the time. So you gotta be able to, you know, lean on something and know that there's something greater than all of this.
Yeah, you gotta have a foundation.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily make that my career and make it strictly doing gospel, but I am of the gospel.
You are of the gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you, when you're, I guess, growing in this space in terms of like the blues is what I do you have an outlet for that at a young age? Because most of your family is doing the gospel and they probably have some people that they know and some contacts and things of that nature. But now when you say, no, I'm on this blues, this is what I'm doing.
Well, again, yeah, I do have an outlet because we listen to gospel, but in my household, we also listen to Al Green and Parliament and Funkadelics and then and Prince. And you talk about Ice Cube, like I heard everything. So it wasn't just one genre of music for me. I heard a lot of music, and that's what I'm grateful for because it allowed me to not be, boxed into one thing. And limit what it is that I like because I could be a believer and still love rock and roll too.
Yeah.
I don't wish them no devils or nothing, so I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I absolutely do.
Talk about him. Yeah.
I do. But I love the blues.
Yeah. Listen, you and me
And
both.
I love soul music. And I feel like if Sam Cooke was alive, he would say the same
Yeah,
thing.
you know he would.
If Aretha Franklin was alive, she would say the same thing. All the soul singers, they came out of the church. You know what I mean?
And you can hear the difference, though.
You can hear the difference.
You can hear the difference. Jermaine Dupri had said it. He was saying it the other day. He said, "We just not in the church no
Not
more.
in church, yeah.
Not in the church because all of
It's the truth.
all of our heroes. That's where it started.
Yeah.
Because there's a different, maybe there's a different level of gift, but there's a different level of conviction, and there's a different level of preparation.
Yeah.
When it comes to the church.
I agree.
Like them rehearsals with Auntie Betty, God bless her soul. Them rehearsals was different with Auntie Betty.
It's
In
different.
junior choir.
Yeah, it's different.
It wasn't a game in junior choir.
I think that's why we as quote unquote secular artists, we can still be moved and like when you hear the Clark sisters, your face like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just different. It's different. I remember listening to Tina Turner, and she was singing in church as a kid, and as you know, when her career blossomed, she ended up doing more, towards the rock and roll soul, or whatever you want to call it. And it's like you could still hear the grit though.
Yeah.
The grit is just there.
No, that don't leave you.
That don't leave you. So again, I feel like a lot of artists, that's just what it is. The greats, and it's the norm.
We like to call it oil.
Yeah, it's the oil.
They got that oil on them. Yeah. Oil don't go nowhere. When do you get an opportunity that's different, like something that says, "Oh, I'm gonna be a pro. I'm gonna be a professional at this. This ain't no more just singing in the house and doing things that are normal. Now it's getting ready to be abnormal. I'm going to be a pro at this thing right here."
That happens when your English teacher in high school tells you to come to the studio because you can. He has a professional recording studio, and you can record a song. Since you want to keep disrupting the class,
Okay.
stay after class. And I'm thinking I'm in trouble. I'm like, oh, Lord, nah. I'm gonna take you in the studio. Let me show you how this thing really works. And I recorded a song, and that was my first time hearing it in a professional way.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you can make money doing this. And I'm like, okay, where I sign up? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that's when the light bulb, like, wait a minute.
Wait, so you're
can-
disrupting the class by singing?
Yeah, singing,
You just
rapping,
be-
just being a, knucklehead, class clown. We just be boxing.
Yeah.
Like English, whatever. Aren't y'all supposed to be working on this? Like, we finished with that a long time ago, but, so we just back here, a little ciphering, you know what I mean? Just, all right, you stay at the class. I'm like, okay. And so that's how it kind of
So the
happened.
teacher just happened to know someone with a studio.
He was a producer.
The teacher was.
The producer, the teacher
Oh, that's dope.
was an English teacher, but
You
was
should go
also
teach
a producer.
English, bro.
Yeah.
In 2024.
Dr. Durrell. Come on, doctor. Come on, man.
Nah,
Use
these
that doctorate, bro.
these kids think it's sweet.
Look, I think kids always thought it was sweet.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought it was sweet.
Nah.
I definitely thought it was sweet. I was, yeah.
Years enough.
Yeah, yeah, come on, dog.
They're
But-
a little different though.
No, they are.
they're a little
But
different.
it's because, in my opinion, it's not as many teachers that can reach them,
I got you.
that part.
I got you there.
right? Like,
I agree with that
because
because
most of the teachers are now rappers. Niggas,
they don't have They definitely don't have the patience. When
niggas that should be teachers are rappers now. It's like, bro, you
True.
should just go teach, bro.
yeah.
Because as you say that, I know in my phase where I was, I was uncontrollable.
Yeah.
There were teachers that I wouldn't pull
Yeah,
back with.
I got a teacher that it's crazy enough. He was at my middle school with me, but then end up at my high school. Ron Clark,
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And he would tell me, be like, yeah, I know.
Come on, young fella.
I know you don't want to be here. You know what I mean? I know you can sing
Work
and shit,
with me,
got some cool
fella.
shit going on, but don't disrupt the class. And we need that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
absolutely need that for you to have a teacher that just
That cares.
He cares, one.
Yeah.
But then he also was able to identify
Yeah.
because he was a producer, and he could be
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can help her
Yeah.
more than anybody else could have helped you in any of this
True.
in school.
Yeah, because up to that point, I really enjoyed singing.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing all the showcases and the talent shows and stuff like that, but I didn't really think that I could do something.
You didn't know it was
what I
real.
Go somewhere.
You didn't know it was
Yeah.
real
mean?
yet.
Yeah. So it was just like, nah, like you should really consider this, and that also for me, I was like focused. I'm like, well, I want to go to college, and I don't want to just be focusing on music because I want to go to school too. I want to be the first to actually get my degree and my, I want to do all those things. So you kind of think you can't do all of the above.
Right.
You feel like you can only do one, which is not true, but. At that time, that was my mindset, and so that was the first time of me realizing that, yeah, you could actually make money, have a career, as well as,
Go to school.
pursue your education.
Did you end up going to college?
Mm-hmm.
What school did you go to?
Cal State Long Beach.
Come on. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Did you finish?
I did.
I didn't go. He didn't finish. So that, we just. We be celebrating people though.
First of all,
That
first of
ain't
all-
no first of all. You didn't
First of
finish,
all-
bro. You
first-
left.
first of
you went
all-
on tour.
No.
Oh,
What I
here we
did
go.
was I went into the field that I was studying in. And so I
streets gave you a doctorate.
I completed the studies in the field, which
What do you have
earned
an
me
actual degree in?
which earned
Communication.
me my doctorate in music.
He's the doctor. That's the doctor.
Dr. Bass.
I called him Dr. Bass. You see, I did call him doctor
doctor.
earlier.
You were-
He's a doctor.
you were respectful.
And go use the motherfucker at some point then if you gonna have it.
Y'all a mess.
I do
Shit.
want to use it.
Go
I do
use
wanna
it.
Y'all
So
a
are
mess.
you once you hear yourself in the studio and it's on, and of course you have education, all these things on your mind, do you get to a place before you go to college that now you start actually making some money doing
Well, no,
what
I
you
was
do?
broke as I don't know what, but I was definitely still on a mission to make the money. So that's when I really started like, okay, well, I got to get a demo together. I got to shop that. I got to, get discovered. So let me go perform at this club. Let me go perform in this showcase. Let me go try to be at this place where this executive is going to be.
Yeah.
And
This is all during college.
this is all during college. So it was classes in the morning, studios in the evening, and after the studio, it was whatever was coming with that up, in these clubs, the Roxy, the Gig, whatever. You can get in and just, let me sing for somebody.
Yeah.
You was hitting all the open mics.
All the open mics.
And
How-
what year is this? Yeah.
Yeah.
This was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
with you.
you feel like when you look back on, this whole process of you going to open mics and doing all these things, do you feel like it was the right thing for you to do for your career at that time?
At that time, yeah, I feel like it was the only thing for me to do. Yes.
Not the right thing, but the only thing.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have any other ends.
No, like there's no script to this, and I mean you can buy books all day how to make it in the music business. Like
talking late 90s. too.
yeah, like it. It was you just learning as you go, and it wasn't like I had no mentors, in my family, nobody that had made it as an artist or anything like that to say, yeah, go. I know this person. Let me make this call for you, and
Not even coming from LA, like nobody that knew somebody that was at a label, nothing.
No, like people, but everybody always been on that like gatekeeping type vibe. You know what I mean? It's always
Speak on
been
it.
always been that bullshit. Like that ain't nothing new. Like so it's kinda like, yeah, I'ma call you or I'ma tell so and so to call. So it's like, no, you get in where you fit in the best way you can.
You went to the people.
Yeah, so I remember, taking my demo and going up to certain labels and sneaking in and putting it under their door, sliding my demo under their door,
Yeah.
just hoping they listen to it. Just on some like, you know what I mean? And calling up and saying, hey, there's going to be a show tonight. You should come see. Pretending to be my own PR person.
Yeah.
Come see this artist.
Way before Instagram.
Yeah,
Way before.
yeah, because you had to be on like that.
Yeah,
Who else you had? Like we was literally, and I would print out, take a picture. You know what I mean? We take our own little pictures, go photocopy it at Kinko's, and then fold it up and put it in a little fake CD thing, and that's your cover. I was doing a little crazy, you know what I mean? Whatever. And the quality was terrible, but I was just on my hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when does one of those demo tapes materialize?
So it materialized, I would say 1999. Rough Nation Records, Chris Schwartz. He had it was formerly Rough House.
Rough House.
And they had just come off of like the whole Fuji success and Lauryn Hill. And so, he had started Rough Nation with Warner Brothers. And somebody told him about this girl, me, whatever.
The open mic girl.
Yeah. And then I went out to Philly and met up with them, and then they did a deal.
Off top.
Yeah. And it was like, me, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to blow up. Like, yeah, it's about to happen. You know what I mean? These people that just made Lauryn Hill big and the Fuji, like, this
Right.
is dope camp. Yeah.
It didn't work out the way you thought.
No. I mean, but that's that's how it is to the industry. The game. You never know how it's not always what you might think it's gonna be, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And you just
It's the start.
It's the start,
the
and
beginning.
you just the old saying, if you got lemons, you just make lemonade.
Right.
And that's
So did
what-
you move to Philly?
I didn't move to Philly, but I did move to the East Coast.
Okay.
And I was out there for a minute.
And you did your
working.
first project on the East Coast.
Yes. I worked on my first project that came out on Warner Brothers. Now, this was like I said, 1999, 2000, but the album didn't drop until 2005 because it was like on the shelf.
It was on a shelf for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Same music though.
Same music. So when that record, my first single, I think it was Music, actually came out. It was like we was on to something else. It was old by that time to me, but yeah, it didn't come out till like 2005.
But were you still signed to the same label?
I was on Warner Brothers at the same time. Yeah, I was just kind of floating around. Like, one of these days, y'all can put my record out.
So what are you doing this? Because people don't understand that process. Not all people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially people who really want to get into this thing. Because just like you said, people read books, people different things, and now we feel like we are a visual book with our podcast. It's an audio book for people who listen to it, and we want to give that information and we want to give those experiences. Can you give us a little insight of being signed to a label for 5 years and it not coming out yet?
That was hard.
Like, what do you do during that time?
Live as best as you can and try to maintain your sanity and don't give up on your dream and continue to believe in yourself and keep pursuing it. I kept doing shows.
I was about to say, what are you doing for money?
I was still on the road and I was working.
I know that.
You had a job too.
I got a job. Yeah.
Where was you working at?
I was selling real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you a house or two in between.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that you said a lot. Like, what are you going to do to support the dream until the dream can support you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People think a record deal is hitting the lottery. And it's not.
It ain't.
It's not.
The hit record
The hit record
is hitting the lottery.
It's hitting the lottery because then you can go and perform that thing and make you some money off of it doing something.
Absolutely.
But if just having a record deal and one label believing in it will not change everything. You need that record. So you're on the label, you're selling real estate, and you're doing shows. And like you said, you're trying to keep your sanity going. The album finally comes out.
Finally.
5-6 years later. For your process at that point, is it immediately to the road? Or like, were you now performing, were you getting booked as Leela James, the recording artist that signed with a single out?
Yeah, I started doing a lot. I was on the road because I actually was privy to go out on the road even before it came out. I was able to open for other artists. And so that was like a good, start for me too. And so by the time the actual single came out, it was an easy way for me to, be connected to other artists again and be booked with them. So I went overseas, and that was great because the reception to artists at that time, particularly soul singers and soul artists, was just like out of this world. Like, you know what I mean? And when you coming out the gate and going over there and they're literally throwing out, feeling like the red carpet, you're like, golly, this is amazing because, it wasn't like that in the States. So that can spoil you too. But I got spoiled, and I really enjoyed being out on the road because that was like, that was school. That was school. That was real for me, seeing the people's reaction and just really experiencing tour life. That was fun. And then that's when you really decide if you want to continue to do it.
For real.
You know what I mean? And then so when I'm back here in the States, it's like, I can do this, but
it's worth it.
Yeah. Because also for me, it moved from being about me to being about the people. And when I started seeing people's reaction and how they were responding to what it is that I do, I was like, this is bigger than me. And maybe this is my calling. This is why I've gone through what I've gone through. And, God might just be using me in this manner because I just had this person come up to me after the show, said that they were going to kill themselves before they came to my show. But they decided that they want to live because of a song I sang in my show. You know what I mean? And that kind of stuff is like deep. You mean tell me you was about to commit suicide tonight and this was the last concert you wanted to attend and now you feel like you can continue on? Like, that's heavy.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like, let me do this for the people. Yeah. It ain't even about the money no more. It's like, and I love doing it. But I love doing it because it makes y'all feel good. Yeah. And so going back to my church route, it's like, if I could help one body, then my job is done. It ain't in vain. And that was always what I used to pray when I was younger. Like, Lord, I just don't want my life to be in vain. Like, I just don't want to, like, before I go, like, I just want to help somebody. I don't want it to be in vain. So you know, that's when I started to realize. I said, well, shoot, maybe this is how.
Mm.
And I'm still, still a journey. But,
Always.
that was...
It never stops.
It never stops. But that was when I started to realize that I could keep going, because the business will, discourage you at times, when you have those moments where it's quiet, ain't nothing happening, and you're like, let me go do something else. But when you see people, and their energy, it puts the battery in your back.
Yeah. This first album that drops,
Yeah.
does it go crazy for you? Or does it just establish you?
It establishes me
in this new place.
In a new
and gives
place.
You a foot in.
Yeah, I don't think it went crazy, because it did what it was gonna do at that time for me. And it introduced me to the game, to the industry. It caught some attention. I had some great producers on it at the time. Raphael Sadiq,
Come on now.
Wyclef, Kanye West.
Talk about it.
Chucky Thompson, rest his
Chucky
soul.
Thompson, my brother.
I
yeah.
had some, James Poyser. I had some really great producers, Touch of Jazz. And so in the beginning, it was definitely like, this is dope.
But like you said, it was school for you.
It was school.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also the other side to the game, to the music business, and the business, got to be in businessy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always good business. So
Wasn't always in your favor.
there you go.
I think a lot of times it's like, those first albums or those moments where it's like, it may not feel like it's the success we want, but it kind of unravels in a weird way to be a different kind of blessed opportunity, because what happens is that now you're actually in the game. And it gives you opportunity to get to your bread and butter, which is getting on that stage.
Yeah.
And by you having an album out, by you having a single on the radio, you're able to get on shows and be aligned with people of that caliber, of your level. And you're able to, sometimes kick some ass. Kick some ass.
Yeah.
If need, and people are like this, well, who the fuck is that? What do you think she... Leela James, what is this?
That can get you kicked off some
That'll
shows,
get you.
Look, see? Yeah, you didn't kick one too many ass.
I get the kicking some ass. Hey, how many albums she sold? Well, why she doing this? Why she doing this to me?
Lord have mercy.
Because it's like, that's because for us, like, I used to tell my OG all the time. I said, listen, all of this that we going through, business wise, I get it. I just need to get to the stage. If you get me to the stage,
It's a wrap.
I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Just get me on that motherfucking stage.
It get different.
It'll get. I promise you it will.
Yeah.
I know.
All is right with the world when I'm on
Listen,
stage.
I seen it with my own eyes. That was one of the best, funnest tours.
Nah, that shit was cool.
Oh my gosh. Every night.
We had a time.
Every night.
Yeah.
And that, listen, no shade, no lie. I was a Tank fan prior. But after the tour, I became a fan for the person. Because I was like, he's a good dude.
Yes, man.
That's rare too.
Yeah.
When you're in this game sometimes and you tour with other artists, like you could be a fan and then after you do a show or a run with them, you're like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like it's disappointing.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I know
know.
what you mean.
I know what you mean.
It's just sad.
Yeah,
it can be disappointing. It was not that. It was not that with you. And we were holding our breath because everybody was like, oh my gosh, I love Tank. And we were like, you want to just keep it like
We'll
that.
keep it like
you know what I'm saying? And it was one night you came to the dressing room and I was just like, oh, please don't be on that star shit. Don't be on that star. And he was so down to earth, so real. You were such a gentleman. And like after that, I was like, no, I'm a fan. Like he could put out whatever. I'm always going to support. And that's what it's been. Like, period. Like period. Because there's so many talented people in this industry. But sometimes when... let me say that. You just dope.
You can listen. You can,
That's cool.
you are free. You are free here.
Because it's so dope to be nice.
Well,
it's dope to be dope, but it's doper to be a good, nice person. Like Maya Angelou said, people will remember how you made them feel.
There it is.
I remember how you made us. You made us feel comfortable. Made us feel like, you know what I mean? We good. Like you.
We out there together, though.
There you go. And I never got that.
So I needed you to feel really good about being you.
Thank you.
Do your motherfucking thing.
But do you understand everybody don't do that?
Because everybody, I won't say everybody, but
some people.
Yeah.
For some people, it's just about them. And anything taking away from that is intimidating in a sense, right? And us saying we should take her. Us saying that was for us getting back to the people because we want the best show.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how that came. We want the best show. She gonna go crazy. We need her to. Yeah, go get them.
It was a time. It was a time, and the chemistry was amazing. All the artists backstage, on stage, and that's important. And again, that's what I remember. I remember the comfort, and that goes a long way.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's not as common as people would like to think.
Yeah.
So when you come across that camaraderie with other artists, it's just such a blessing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, that's dope.
Yeah.
Because some people are just not that. They jerks or, they rude unnecessarily.
This industry kind of breeds it, though.
It does.
The industry kind of creates this idea that in order to be in it, you have to be a certain way.
And I don't understand that. I can't relate to that, none of that. Like, what you see is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But the only way we change it is to change it and to approach it differently than it's always been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of just subscribing to that, like, well, that's just the way it is. It don't have to be that way.
It don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
And I think if we unlearn nothing else, we should be learning in these days and times that you can be humble very easily in this life.
Very fast.
And you can't take none of this with you. So be nice to people. Do the right thing. Be good. Be kind. You know what I mean? Be honest. Stand on your word. Yeah. And that's it. Like, just be of integrity. Like, you ain't got to like everything and everybody, but you also don't got to be disrespectful. You don't got to be nasty and rude. It's just live. And for me, I think that's where, the grounding with my family comes in, because they nothing is like impressive in that that this is just temporary. So you can't get caught up in all of this. Like, it's cute and it's cool, but don't think more of yourself than what this is, because it's something even greater and bigger than all of this. So just be kind, be humble. Be humble. Be cool. It's room for everybody. We live in space.
We live in space.
Like, it's so much space.
That is real.
Mm-hmm.
We live in space. Like, it's room for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, dude.
And if they continue to be disrespectful, there's space and opportunity outside. There's more space. You get your ass whooped.
But I mean, it's like when you look, the metaphor, when you look into the sky at night, on a great night, a clear night, it's multiple stars.
Man.
They all shining.
They all shine.
Yeah.
What you tripping off of?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna ever dim no other star's light.
Yeah.
You dim your own light trying to dim a light of another star. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like just be easy and be cool, be kind. Cause you never know when something gonna come back around.
Right.
You never know.
Hopefully we're giving some insight into that.
Yes.
On this show, and that people that are watching the show can take from that, because I'm sure there are artists that are coming up that watch us and watch the guests that we have on here and watch a Leela James tell you don't have to dim someone else's light. Yeah. So when they get their opportunity, I hope that they remember you said that.
Yeah.
I love everybody. How about that?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? That's more fun that way.
It's more fun.
I like to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't like for no weird energy, you know. I don't like it for it to be nowhere. I'll break the ice myself. I crack the bottle. Who need a beverage? Like let's get to it. How y'all doing over there, man? Where y'all from? Shit, me too.
And he ain't lying. I seen him with my own eyes. That's what I'm saying. He ain't lying. That's what I'm telling you. Everybody ain't on that. So yes, it's true. It's true.
Leela, take us from first album. Took 5 years to come out. You're not happy about that. Are you discouraged at any point because you don't feel like you got your just due in terms of your setup and your timing and the things that you felt like you deserved with the type of project that you made, with the type of people and ammunition you had on there?
I mean, the human carnal side, absolutely, I was discouraged. Yeah. But I didn't let that discouragement stop me.
You didn't let it stop you.
Yeah, it motivated me. It made me even more hungry. It's like that eye of the tiger came out even more. I went into more of a beast mode in that. Like you said, when I'm on that stage, so it just was more of that. Because you feel like, you don't believe? I'm finna make you believe. Oh, you didn't know? I'm finna make you know. Thought you knew. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's what it was for me at that time. Like, I wasn't going to... My mother said a change is gonna come. That's why we named the album A Change is Gonna Come. Because I called her one night and I was like, Ma, like, they just don't want to put the record out. Like, I don't know what's happening. And she was like, you know a change gonna come. Go listen to Sam Cooke.
Just that simple.
Wow.
Yeah. You know a change gonna come. Everything. And so if you listen to my first album, that's the theme. Like, I had to believe that a change would come. And so that was also my mother's, one of her favorite songs. So I re-recorded that song, paid homage to him, named the album Change Gonna Come, and got myself through that period too. So that's what I held on to, that a change would come.
Minister to yourself. Sometimes you got to do it.
Sometimes you got to do it. That's what it was.
And what was the move after that?
So the move after that, again, I was on the road, and then I actually ended up getting signed by another label, and I did another project. I went to Stax Records.
Stax.
And that was like a fun time for a hot second. And then I've been independent since.
Oh, you've been independent since?
Yeah.
Since when?
2012, 2011, 2012.
Oh, you've been doing this?
Yeah. So the last few records been independent records.
So you catch your first hit record independently.
Fall for You.
Fall for You.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You caught that record as an indie record, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Amazing. Yeah, you know what?
That's
We go ahead and clap for that.
I wish I caught any of my hit records independent. Jesus Christ.
Look at God, though,
Yo,
right?
look
how
at
he
him.
did.
Won't he do it?
Well, he did it, too.
Jeez.
He's like, yeah, I wasn't going to give it to you like that. I wasn't give it to you like this.
I wanted to give it to you when you owned it.
Yeah.
It belongs to
So
you.
give us the backstory for Fall for You.
Fall for You, Rex, right out where you at, Rex. Fall for You was I did a Rex Ride Out. My producer, Big Brother, came up with
A great friend of the podcast.
we have been working, and he's always like, your voice. It's just, he's like, I want to just focus on your voice. He's like, people need to hear your voice, and he was like, I'm just gonna do a stripped down record. And I was like, what is that? And like, I'm just gonna play on the piano. I just want you to sing. So he just started playing, and that's how it came about, literally. You know, when we work, the way that I like to write, like, I literally like to just go in the booth and just start singing and playing with melodies and things of that sort. So as he was do-do-do-do, and I was just like, here we are together. Like, it just came out, and then he was like, keep going. And then there was a song.
I was gonna say keep going too. Sounds so good.
But hold on, I gotta stop you right here. The contrast between your talking voice and your singing voice is
The husk,
so
the soul.
crazy.
Oh man.
Like the dynamic is like you go into this, like when you say beast mode, when you start singing, you go into beast mode.
Yeah.
That's what you flared up and everything. Like you turned into. I was like this. Like it's so dope.
It's the Gemini.
Really?
Nah, yeah. So that's pretty much how it came about. Seriously, it was literally just us fooling around in the studio playing with some ideas, and he was on the keyboard, and I started singing words, and there was a song. And I do remember when we finished the record, though, we were all sitting there like, "This is kind of dope." Like we might have something. It was looking like it was silence for a minute after that last little pre-mix. We was like,
it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling. It is.
Yeah, and it just like, okay. But I just, I was holding my breath. I'm like, okay, I don't want to get disappointed in another one again. I don't know. You know how you can like your stuff, but you don't know if anybody else going to like it. So I was like, okay, yeah, but we'll see.
They liked it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Motherfuckers like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that record's gold.
Yes.
Approaching platinum.
Yay.
Yeah.
Independent. I know. Ooh, boy,
Yeah.
you eating. You eating. Master Publishing.
Yeah.
Show money.
Yeah, all sides of the record.
Oh, you eating.
Yeah, that's
Congratulations. What is your company called?
She sings music.
Huh, because she does.
Because she sang music.
Yeah. So with this, okay, because I like to ask this, was there any purchases that you felt like, you know what? I got me one.
I got a little something on me right now.
I'm about to go buy something.
You know what? I ain't never been like that, to be honest.
Okay.
But when I did get my first couple dollars, I was always been into real estate. It's always been about investing. So yeah, I bought property. That's it.
That's something.
That's just,
yeah.
But I'm just saying, it was never like the big jewelry and all that kind of stuff like that. I'll still wear some cheap jewelry, like for real. I'm like that. Like I ain't finna, cause I lose my stuff too much. So like you ain't finna get a couple $100 out of me on some jewelry that I'm gonna lay down someplace and lose. Nah, like you finna get this Claire's all day.
Get this Claire's.
Yes, cause you can't take it with you. People die and they be like having all this stuff around. I learned that too. I seen people.
I mean, well, you can leave it to people.
Yeah.
No, they don't want it.
No, they don't want it? Okay.
Well, it's gonna rust. Everything goes. Everything
if it's real,
just
it's probably
tarnished.
not gonna rust.
Nah, like everything goes back to dust at some point. So I'm just like, I'd rather have some property, for my children or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish I had thought like that. I didn't.
That is more important. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like the nice. Now, somebody else want to buy it for me.
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
I just not gonna spend my money on it. I just not. See, this came from the beauty supply. Like I do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Listen, I had to have it.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna do it because it for me it don't make sense. You might have it like that. I'm just not gonna do that.
I think my trauma of laying in the Pinto hatchback and driving away in the hatchback and the kids laughing at me at the playground.
I'm sorry, because I just laughed. I'm sorry, bro. My bad, bro. I don't want to bring back that. My bad, bro.
It was two-part. It was the outfit and
so they laughing before you get in the car and when you drive off.
Look at this little nigga crawl in the hatch. Those traumas. When I got a couple dollars, I said, how much do I have to put down on this Lexus? They said $7,000. I said, how much do I got? 10. Give them all 7. I'll figure the rest out.
Jeez.
What's my payments though? $900.
I got 3 months.
Carry the one.
and I still have $300 left over
Yeah.
after 3 months.
I get it. I feel you. I like a nice car too. Don't get me wrong.
I had to have a car, and I had to have some nice shoes. And
Okay.
listen, I've gone down in flames buying these things, and when I re-up, I did the same thing again.
Leela could have helped you have somewhere to live. She was like,
Yeah, that
well,
happened.
Tank, you know, we got
I was
this.
staying with my mama. And then when shit went bad out here, I just moved to Rancho Cucamonga. Shit.
Nah, I feel you.
But that real estate is a
it's long term.
it's a long term.
Yeah, that's what.
It's
And that was
long-term.
one of the things I learned early on. You know, investing in that. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it really did carry me when there was nothing else happening. It was just like I was still able to eat because of that. So, you know, and even to this day, like you can own property and, you know, be Airbnb that crap out. You know
Right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Like,
Absolutely.
I had a place out here for a long time that I was renting out, and I wasn't living here, but I was able to rent it out and still create income for myself. So that was what I was kind of on back then. Like, and you probably see me on the street looking like the Walmart special, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, I got something to eat.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to impress, you with this right now. I'm trying to live and survive and be comfortable.
Yeah.
And my humble beginnings, I guess, ain't never really left me. You know what I mean?
There's
And
that.
so I guess I'm still that way. And I saw elders around me that, work hard their whole life and then die and not even be able to take none of it with them. So I was just like, I'm not going to just do all that. Like, this can at least stay behind some kind of way for my kids. But, like, that bag, that purse, what they going to do? Put it in the grave with me? Like, what's, like, just certain things I just started to realize wasn't necessary. So you just prioritize. Now, you can get what you like and do what you, have fun, live.
Yeah.
But just don't do stuff because I seen so-and-so with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Rolex,
yeah.
so I got her.
Yeah.
No, go to the alley and get you a fake Rolex. If that's the case, why you want to just throw your whole life savings away on something like I just...
I'm sorry.
Don't do it. I'm just saying, like,
No,
you
I
don't
don't
have
do
to
it
be
now.
sorry. People,
I just saying,
everybody has their
I
vices.
needed this speech.
I'm just saying, everybody has their thing. You do you.
So
but
what is something that people wouldn't know that you enjoy?
I love to garden.
Come on now. Me too.
You
Me too. Hey, get out of there. Hey, relax.
Oh, you got 3 plants.
No, I
Nigga, try-
have 2 watermelons
You got-
growing in the
You got 2 plants.
No, I don't. I
Yes,
got
you
way
do.
more. I am a plant dad. I got a lot of plants. I got a lot of plants in the house, and I got a full garden in my backyard. So relax, brother.
Hey,
you haven't been
man.
to my house in a minute.
He be out there spraying his leaves and shit like he wiping them down. He can think
No, it's therapeutic though.
I'm not left
You
out.
know what he told me?
What he tell you?
Because now you got to tell her she the same thing then. He said, Jay, you either a serial killer or you a mafia boss. You're
Well.
one or the other. Those are the only people that garden. So you have to be one of those too. Because I'm
one of
going
the
to take the my boss.
Me too. No, it's therapeutic for me though. Like, you gotta try it, and with everything that's going on, it don't hurt to have your own. Like, cause stuff is expensive in grocery stores. So I love being able to go in my backyard and have my own grapes and pull my own collard greens up out the yard and go in the kitchen and cook them. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. Cilantro.
You ain't got no.
It's Taco Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah.
Come by the house and get some cilantro, man.
Go on out back there, grab some cilantro off the string there.
Y'all
Listen.
crazy.
I've lived through enough of that as a kid. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
we had greens, cabbage, peppers, tomatoes.
You just want to go to the grocery store now?
I don't want to go out back and pick
Nothing.
the food no more.
Yeah.
Thanks to Big Mama, I'm out. I'm done.
But what about just pretty flowers and plants? Just to look at that. Like, you don't like a beautiful garden?
There are people. There are people who major and have successful businesses. With I call a guy named Juan, my good friend of mine, and he knows everything about trees and flowers and with do your best work here, man. And I'll just appreciate it.
Yeah.
When I come outside, look at what Juan did right.
It's a good stress reliever, bro. It really is.
But my stress reliever is the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
So them 4 hours that y'all out there spraying and making sure the temperatures are right.
You can do push-ups outside too, right?
Oh, listen, big push-up needs. You know what I'm saying? I need to be inside when I. That's gardening, huh? So that means you cook.
Yeah, I could. I definitely could.
What's your dish?
Well, it just depends.
dishes?
I mean, it depends on what we got going on, but I love to make cabbage. I love making the cabbage with the turkey drumsticks and some yams, and of course, you bake macaroni and cheese.
Keep on going. Keep going.
And I love red beans and rice.
Don't
It
we?
just depends on what we doing.
Because what we do? What are we doing? What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. If it's the holidays,
because you didn't bring us no food. I'm trying to figure out what are we doing.
But if it's the holidays, I'm black. We traditional. We do some soul food for the holidays. But during the week too, I might throw something for the kids. A big pot of spaghetti because I like for that to last. And
Do you do the spaghetti and the fried chicken? Together?
I do spaghetti and wings. Yeah.
And wings, yeah. With some salad to start.
Fried chicken and wings. Yeah, now I try to balance it out with a little veggie.
Oh, because it's the other thing. He can't cook. Me and you,
wow.
we cook.
Yeah,
you
I
feel
can't
me?
cook. I can't cook. I can cook.
Okay.
What?
I love it.
I can listen.
I never thought that.
First of all, my pancakes.
You play too good to
Do
not be able
you
to cook.
season your flour?
Huh? What do you mean? Do I season my flour? You don't go with no butt naked flour to make no pancakes.
All right.
Don't play with me.
All right.
Huh?
He be acting light skinned sometimes, so I got it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You know everything with me. I drink dark liquor.
Listen, I made my mama's recipe, her OG recipe for deviled eggs. I did that. I put them on the table, Her recipe for banana pudding. I top one in the land. I did that. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
When the fish was in the fryer, I turned that over. Huh?
You ain't cooking.
You
turn it over.
I cook it.
So what you're saying is you make a mean appetizer and some dessert.
And some breakfast.
You gotta do
some
what you
make for breakfast?
Man, my turkey bacon is off the chain.
Okay.
You want the uncured version, or you want first of all, my biscuits, huh?
Mama biscuits.
My biscuits.
Have you noticed he said all things that are already pre-prepared?
First of all, the spacing is important. When you laying that Pillsbury down, the spacing is important. How long it stays in there, you got to keep your eye on the thing. You got to have a cook's eye to see them say, "Oh, that's getting a little brown underneath, not as brown on top. Let me turn this." You got to know how to facilitate.
Did you hear what she asked?
What about the grits? Sugar and grits or pepper? What's your grits? Pepper, salt, pepper.
I'm a white cheddar, throw a little salt and pepper in my grits.
Okay.
I'm a sugar grits.
I don't do no sugar grits.
Sugar grits.
Nah, nobody doing sugar grits.
I'm sugar grits.
Ain't no sugar grits right here, man. Because I like salt and sweet. So if I got my grits and I got my pancakes, the grits can't be sweet. Only the pancake can be sweet, so I can mix with the salt.
That's the big one.
Oh, the grits, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't think we're gonna ever be able to agree on that. Black folks don't ever agree on that.
Sugar and grits.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, we divided.
No, I've seen it.
Yeah,
what do you put in your red beans and rice?
Seasoning, slap your mama seasoning, Cajun seasoning.
Come by your house.
I'm gonna come by your house.
I hear it in her tone. Her food good as a motherfucker.
I hear.
I hear it in her tone. Like, I'm stopping by her garden and grabbing some shit before I come in. Can you hook this up right here? Oh my God.
Okay, with y'all.
So you get this hit record. Now you stomping. Cause your chest out now.
And you already been on the road.
Rightfully so though. Cause I told you I was about this. I showed you I was about this. But now this hit record is given a different type of validation.
Mm.
Are they talking to you different?
It depends on who talking.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
The promoters is talking different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The label talking different.
Yeah.
Would you like a car service?
That part.
Well, she is the label.
Let me start over.
Yeah, because you have done now.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, and you're just pretty much doing distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the label.
Yeah.
She sings.
BMG. Yeah.
So at this point you've done a distribution deal with BMG.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and I know how those deals are cut
Yeah,
too.
I do
Yeah,
too.
you're not paying no extra distributors and no extra parent companies. You're getting your chicken.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Here's the other part. How are your peoples feeling about it? Because it's like now you're like, I always like to say like we're kind of like first generation in a lot of the things that we're doing and a lot of things that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're first generation, right? Beyond just being a singer, now you're a label owner. You're a real business music business entity. How's moms and pops feeling about this?
They're very proud.
I already know.
Yeah, they proud. They're
Yeah.
proud of me. I'm proud of me too.
Yeah.
Because it's been a journey. But yeah, they proud. They proud.
What's performing that record? Can you think of a moment, a stage, a venue where performing that record was just either to you one of the most important times or just one of the best times that you've?
Yeah, I forgot the city. It was actually kind of recent, and I started to sing the verse, and then they just took over. The crowd took over, and I just got caught up. I'll be trying to keep it,
Keep it
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it kind of broke me down. And I, because it just really felt like, dang, you know what I mean? And then when you look out and, you got a crowd, an audience singing your song, and they, had lit up with the lights and stuff. It was emotional because I was like, dang, for little old me, the little nappy-head girl from South Central LA, like if y'all only knew what I went through, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it was definitely one of those moments, and it just felt like every time you think nobody is listening or no one sees you, that's what I was telling myself, just remember this moment. And so that's what I always envision. And and I'm like, you tell your younger self, if someone had told the younger me that a moment like that would happen, I probably wouldn't have believed it. But I'm so glad that it did. But if someone had told me that something like that would happen, it probably would have made me go even harder at a time that I was not going as hard as I probably could have gone, even in that period when, I was in a standstill. Like, because I had moments where I was like, oh, forget this. I ain't finna do this. You know what I mean? I ain't finna.
So you thought about walking away from music?
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, if that moment had been told to me, like, one day this is going to happen, like, I was like, okay.
Right. It would have kept you energized about it. No, it's like I always see this one picture. It's of this like miner, and he's chipping away, and it shows how close he is to the diamond. And then I want to say that it just kind of gives you a insight of like, if you stop,
He was this close.
He was this close.
That part, yeah.
Walked away.
And music is completely that.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's the only thing that literally every single day, this could be the next day could be the day that you become whatever you've been trying to become for however long.
Right. But sometimes it don't feel like that. So,
A lot of times it don't feel like that.
But if we have these moments to, you know, tell our younger selves or tell our present self, but we have a future self to tell our present self, like, this is going to happen. Yeah. It will motivate you to just be like, okay, I got it. But like when you in the present and you like, I'm like, man, listen.
Right. No, because reality kicks in. Or what is perceived to be reality.
Yeah.
But we don't, as creatives, we don't really live in reality.
We don't.
And if you do, it'll fuck your head up.
Yeah.
To be realistic. When someone says that, to me, that is a very tough thing to say to a creative. Be realistic.
Yeah.
Because being realistic is doubting. Because that's doubting yourself. And that's not how we get here, not how we got here, how we're going to stay here. I wasn't being realistic to say that this would be my life.
Yeah. And if you don't be careful in what you intake, you will get caught up in that. Because people will, you know, speak that kind of crap over you. And then you start questioning. Like, well, you know, it's not, you know, that really doesn't normally happen like that. Like, it may not happen like that for you.
Yeah.
But who's to say it can't happen? Like, the story is still being told.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't do that. No, that I ain't never seen. No, well, you ain't never seen that.
Right.
That don't mean it can't be done. So you gotta sometimes you definitely gotta tap into your you and block out all the days and the other folk.
Because there's not many people walking this planet that have a record that's about to be platinum independently.
And on this planet.
On this planet.
Really?
Like, seriously. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of business. I don't know many people with platinum independent records. That just don't happen.
It's different.
I didn't know. See, I don't even need knowing.
That's a real accomplishment.
Thank you. I didn't. I just sang. I just love music. Yeah.
But it shows.
Thank you. I just sang.
Yeah.
I just fell into this, you know, literally fall for you. But
And at this point, you got how many number ones?
let me see. I only got like 2.
I only got like 2.
Nah, because other folk be having a whole lot. Like, I'm just saying. Like, but I'm grateful for my little 2. Because,
Listen.
like you said, it's hard. It's hard out here. Shit,
Yeah.
independent.
And them 2 will carry you.
And they be spending money on them charts. Like I'm like, I can't. Them big major labels, you can't compete against them people.
Unless the people want to hear it.
And the people come through for me, like for real. Like the people have always showed up and supported me, and like I'm like, you know, it's amazing because at the end of the day, like numbers don't lie, and the love of the people don't lie. You know what I mean? And that's who show up when we was on the road. Like our shows packed every night. That's what counts. You know what I mean? That means a lot. Like all the other stuff is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's like at the end of the day, the people, when they show up, they know what's real. Like you can't lie to the people. You know what I mean? And the people know, they know. And I'm so grateful for the love and support over the years from the people, for real. Because that's what's kept me too.
How many shows do you do a year? Do you even know?
No, I don't know. I do quite a bit of shows, but I don't know how many. I should look that up.
Because I feel like you're constantly on the road.
I'm on the road a lot. I'm definitely on the road. But I'm a road type of artist. You know, that's what I always was.
Because you also built your fan base overseas.
Yeah. So I was like overseas and Chitlin Circuit. I did that's all. I thought that was the way to do it again. Like I came up performing.
Absolutely.
You know, like recording a record in the studio was just the icing on the cake. We just, you kind of, what they say, you learn how to really hone in on your craft when you on the stage and performing in church and stuff like that. That's where you kind of, I think that's your real schooling.
Yeah.
So yeah, I stayed on the road, but I thought that was a norm. I'm finding out that it's not, but yeah.
How long did it take you to where it became kind of like second nature and cruise control?
For what part?
Being on, I mean, as far as like performing live.
Because you got to have a certain, you know, your education has to be at a certain level in that space in order for you to truly be comfortable. And you, as you on stage, you have a bag that you get in that is like, I know exactly what I'm about to do on this motherfucker.
I think that again came from my early upbringing in church. Just you know, there's a confidence that comes with that when you start out in that type of space early on. And so it's not that I'm so on cruise control, because I don't think you should ever get comfortable like that. And I'm always, with every show, I want to make the crowd and the people feel better than they did before they got there. So that's always the goal. Like, when I go out there, it's like I come here to make you feel something. And how I remember church growing up, when you came to Sunday morning service, you supposed to leave out feeling renewed. So after you leave my show, I want you to leave feeling like, well, that got it. What the? I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is what it is. And so you can't get comfortable if that's your mission, because if because you may not make somebody feel good. So I got to go out there and make them feel good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got to be on.
Yeah.
And if you're not on, you know what I mean, you might be lazy and just be thinking you just like, I'm killing it. And they looking at you like, but I'm not feeling it. You see? And now I want you to feel it. So when James Brown hit the stage, you felt it. And I seen it with my own eyes too. I seen that too. I was like, golly, he's 70-something years old. He killing it.
Killing it.
That's what you need to do.
Sweating his hair out.
You got to make the people feel good. You got to feel me.
You got to feel me.
And that's what I want for the people.
The people definitely feel you. I don't think that's even a question.
Yeah, that's not.
But we see why though.
Yeah.
Because you, like you said, you don't get comfortable. You don't get into that space where you just think that this is just going to be a layup for you. You still, every night, you thinking about that one person that might not be feeling it just yet. But you ain't getting off that stage without them feeling you.
You got to get one body.
Yeah.
We got
You got
to save
even
somebody.
if it's just one. You got to get that one.
We got to save one.
that one, so that one can leave and tell somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they seen somebody.
When you look at your career and you look at how you've done it, do you say, okay, because we talk about the major label side, we talk about the independent side. For you, is that something that you're like, okay, this independent thing, is it worth it to you? Because a lot comes along with being independent.
Yeah.
You are the investor. You are you're the A&R. You're making the decision. You're the marketing team. You're holding a lot of jobs within doing that. You know, for lack of a better term, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Sometimes.
And that's very
it
honest.
is. Yeah, be very honest. Because sometimes that machine is nice too. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't feel like doing all that. It's just the truth. Like I don't listen. Sometimes I just want to get out there and sing. I just want to make the music. Y'all figure all that other stuff out. I don't want to wear all those multiple hats, you know, because I still want to enjoy this, you know, too. So it's just got to be that balance.
Right.
And I think that's always the key, trying to find the balance. And that's part of the journey. Yeah. Because we ain't found no balance yet, but we, you just keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
But I asked you because you've experienced it, and you've experienced it at a high level with real success. And for me, I see so many young artists, especially in this new day and age, where with the information highway, all the information ain't right. It's a lot of bad information and a lot of people who have never done it speaking about how it's the only, you gotta be independent, but they don't tell them all the other things that have to come along with this to be successful independently. You know what I mean? Or what the trade-off could be, because it's like having a platinum record on a major label maybe affords you some other opportunities.
Yeah. Like, I'm not commercially successful in my opinion. Like, you don't see me all over on these tribute shows and doing this and doing that. But I'm successful.
And you on the R&B Money Podcast.
And I'm on there. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're going to celebrate you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate you here.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And so, again, it's the yin and the yang. It's like, what are you in it for? And like, what's important to you? You know, success also to me is health and family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And peace of mind, and still be able to go places without everybody, like, you know, losing their mind and stuff, you know, and you getting caught up in no bull crap, you know. So it's all a perspective. And again, the balance, you know. I don't think there's anything wrong with our culture acknowledging each other and giving us flowers. I do think we need to do more of that.
Yeah.
Because I think that we always wait to, you know, people are gone. And, I love them. Everybody want to post for the first day. And then by the second day, they on to life again. They forget. So I think, like, you know, acknowledging artists, independent, major, whoever, you know what I mean, all the time is a great thing. So even having a podcast, like having somebody, like having me on, other artists, is good because we don't, every time, we're not always seen by the masses, even though we're here. And so it's a good thing because when we're not around, then everybody gonna be like, oh yeah, that was already, but you can't hear that when you sleeping. Like, why you didn't tell me? I didn't know you was even feeling like that.
How you didn't tell
You know what I'm
me?
saying? Like, I'm down here 6 feet under.
Yeah.
And now you talking about, you know, like, so I just think, like, spreading the love is dope, and we should do more of it. Yeah, for all of us. Again, it's so much space. Let's figure out a way to, like, you know, spread the love with the artists that are independent, the artists that are on major labels. So many talented unsigned artists that I follow on TikTok. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's just amazing. It's just a lot of talent, and to only box our industry into, you know, a handful is just such a disservice to how amazing we are as a culture, how amazing we are as artists. Like, it's so much out there. So that I don't know if I'm all over the place with that, but I'm just saying I definitely think spreading this love the way that you guys are doing it is impactful.
Thank you.
We're here for you.
Thank you.
If you could point to one thing as you continue to do what you do and move in this space, what would be the one thing that Leela James wants?
The one thing that I want everybody, like, I do want peace. I do. I want peace for all of us. I feel like there's a lot of, right now in the world, that's corny. Is that corny to say?
That's what you want.
But I want the world right now to find some peace. I feel like social media has created such intense aggression in people and depression in young folk. And I'm just like, I grew up in a time when we was just going outside riding our bikes and coming inside when the street lights came out. Like, it's just different right now. And I just wish we could find a level of peace where people can exist and not feel so much pressure of what is happening right now in the world and the anxiety that exists. Because it's real. And I want people to find more peace. I want the world to have more peace.
Sounds like a song.
Corny, I know, but
No. Listen, there's a song that says, "We are the world.
Yes.
We are the children.
Yes.
We are the ones to make a better place." Like
For
there's a
you and
song
me.
that says that.
Yeah, for you and me.
You can call it corny. It's the biggest song ever.
Biggest song ever. And it's so simple.
It's so simple.
It's simple. And why not?
And I've always subscribed to it's not going to be a person or a country that changes anything. It's going to be a song.
And you know why I say peace though?
Yeah.
Because you got some of the richest people right now and they have no peace.
No peace.
So they
No
create
peace.
havoc in other people's lives.
No peace.
Because they have no peace.
Well, peace is just like happiness.
There you go.
It's a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a choice. And when it comes to your peace or it comes to your happiness, there has to be a line that you don't allow nobody to cross. Yeah, you have fun over there. Don't cross into this one though.
Yeah.
Because this my peace, happiness line. And I don't need nobody fucking with this.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you own, if what you own is gonna mess with this line,
Stay over there.
I need you over
Yeah.
there.
For sure.
And the world is so consumed in competition and keeping up and falsifying
Falsifying.
and lying. At this point, it ain't
you
even
wanna
deception. It's lying at this point. They just they can't figure. They haven't looked inside long enough because they
Yeah.
keep looking outside. They keep looking. They keep doing this and seeing. Oh, I need more of that. Oh, you gotta look into you to see what you need more of. You can't look
at the
out
man in
there
the
to see
mirror.
what you need more of.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start with this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as you speak of the peace, it's like you can only find it within yourself, and people have to get off the devices. And
Yeah. Yeah. It's for real.
what's next musically?
I really want to. Well, soul is gonna always be there, R&B and soul, but I might want to dig into my blues roots now.
I
Some
wish
southern-
you would.
I might want to hit my blues roots.
I wish you would.
know?
Ooh.
Some Johnny Taylor, some
Yeah.
B.B. King. Like I want my hip. I need to tap into my southern soul.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know it's a thing too.
Yeah, I
It's
love
heavy
it.
right
I
now.
love it. That's what I grew up on that. So, yeah.
You need to do that.
We gotta do one
And
together.
listen, and when you do, I'm in.
There you go. So y'all heard it here.
No,
You heard it.
anything that's said on the R&B Money Podcast is contractually binding.
Okay,
That's a rule.
I'm with it.
You pull up that soul jank that we gonna get on. I promise you, I'ma act up with you.
Let's act. Brown juice and all.
Hey, listen,
Brown juice.
listen. You pour me some of that Jack Daniels,
Oh, shit.
and I'm gonna get out there with you.
Bring your last $2 with you.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, because I've done some of those shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, with my longtime friend Calvin Richardson.
Oh, yes, a beast. I have a
he get
show with
busy.
him coming up.
He
back.
get busy.
Man,
Love
hey,
him.
he said, Tank, I'm singing this soul, man. I said, yeah. No, I'm singing this blues, Tank. I said, what? I said, I'm about to see what you talking about. He got up on that stage. I said, oh, you
Yeah.
cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the other artists I was on there with. There was on there too. He was major too. And he got to singing them songs. And the energy is just
It's
different.
different. It's different.
like the crowd participation
Yeah,
is just
it's that good.
they in it.
Yeah.
It remind me of it's R&B's version of quartet music.
Yeah.
Is really what it is.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
It's that icky sticky juke joint.
Yeah.
Deep backwoods, back post thing.
If you go, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
If you go, I'm going with
I'm
you.
telling you.
That's the
if
song
you
right
go-
there.
Hey,
There you go.
That's the
Yeah.
song.
If you go, I'm going with you. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You indeed. Don't go. I don't like your attitude.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, what you got over there?
Miss Leela James. We've come to a very special segment in our show.
Mm-hmm. Come on, tell her what it is.
Where the people, they want some information from you. But all the songs you've sang and heard, they're not gonna let you get by without letting them know you're top 5. Your top 5, yeah. Top 5. Your top 5 R&B singers.
What else?
R&B songs. We've got to know before you go.
Okay.
You got that soul, and we want to go to your top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Your
Uh-huh.
top 5.
I have my top 5. So I got 11. Oh, top 5.
R&B singers. Top
Okay.
5.
So for me, R&B is rhythm and blues.
You
Come
ain't
on,
got to
come
explain
on.
to nobody.
Come on.
You do what you do.
I'm gonna start with Al Green,
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Marvin Gaye,
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson,
No.
Macca.
Say that again.
Macca.
Michael Jackson.
That's not Michael.
Macca. No, that's Macca.
That's Macca.
Yeah.
R&B singers. I'm gonna give it to Whitney now, cause I know they always say she did pop, but Whitney can sing.
Whitney's the voice.
Voice, and I can't leave out Patty. I mean, that might be.
Come on,
So
keep
that's
on,
just my
keep
girl,
on with it. Come on with it.
Yes, my girl Patti LaBelle.
Hey, listen, when Patty would sing that Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you talk about my grandmama cutting up.
Yeah,
Cutting up when Patty sang that.
yeah.
My grandma be losing her mind. And then go to
Yes.
church and do all the moves, all the Patty moves. at
Yes.
church.
Love it.
Top 5 R&B songs.
R&B songs.
Look at your list. Don't be scared of your list.
Yeah,
You
let
got
me
a
see. Do
list?
I have a list for that? Let me see. I had a list for the other. Let me see. R&B songs. What's going on? There's this lady in my life. I love that song. Let me see. I'll give you another. Well, Luther, you did have that great. If only for one night. Prince has a song called She's Always in My Head. It ain't an R&B, but I love it, and I love If I Was Your Girlfriend by Prince. How many is that? I keep going.
We keep going. That's 5,
That's
but
fine.
you named 2 for Prince. But
You got more?
Come on, give us one more.
Oh, more?
Give us one more.
Why not?
R&B. So,
It's okay. Say it.
see, because, well, I love, there's a song that the Gap Band and Charlie Wilson had, and it's called, oh, gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
Is
Google
it You Am I High?
No, hold on.
Google it.
Let me Google. How does it go? See, you playing that other stuff, got that music in my head right now.
Sorry,
I can give you that one, but I'll tell you another one that I really love.
What?
Ordinary Love by Sade While We Here.
Mm.
That is like that, you know. Let me see, Charlie Wilson.
Oh, I got so many cold memories to Ordinary Love.
Oh.
Like just driving, thinking about life to Ordinary Love.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those
It's just
songs.
one of them songs, right? It just puts you in that. Okay. Yeah. And see, it's not a major record. Charlie Wilson, Gap Band. They give you all the obvious. No, it's a ballad on that album. What I remember about it is one of my good friends passed away. And that was one of their favorite records. And so every time I hear it, I just think of my friend.
Yeah.
And so, golly, what is the name of this? Oh, I'm in love. Girl.
How many was that? That's 6?
I don't know.
Top 6.
It was 7.
Okay.
I probably did
7.
I'm sorry.
Let's make a Voltron.
Okay.
You're a super R&B artist.
A Voltron or super R&B artist?
You're putting together a super R&B artist. I want to know where you're going to get the vocal from, the performance style, the styling of the artist, and the passion of the artist. If you had one vocal to use for your super R&B artist, what vocal are you using?
Ooh. Can I go back to
Nope.
nobody I mentioned?
No, you can name the
Oh,
word.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Especially early Michael.
He sing anything.
Yes.
He sing anything. Well. Way before auto-tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
Performance style. On stage.
James Brown.
Yeah.
The originator. That's where Michael got it from.
Mm-hmm.
James was a monster on stage.
Beast.
He's a super monster. You talking about sweating.
Yeah, for real.
Styling. The drip of the artist.
Styling. Vocal styling.
No, styling in terms of what they wear on stage. Their style.
Prince.
Be your lover.
Yeah.
Which Prince? You gonna go with the whole Prince? Just the whole?
Purple Rain Prince.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Purple Rain Prince.
Okay. Yeah.
He was just confident, bold.
Ruffles
Ruffles boots,
everywhere.
Heels.
Boots. Yeah.
I like.
He could. He
And
could.
still was pulling the winning.
He could do 7 backflips in them heels.
Yeah.
Easy.
Crazy.
Roundhouse kick. With a dunk. All that in them heels.
It's
I
crazy.
don't think he was dunking, but you
There's
know.
a chance. Listen, I'm not gonna put it past Prince dunking.
I heard he was hooping, but I'm dunking.
Prince dunked in them heels. Somebody gonna have to tell me different. I'm sure of it. And then went and cooked everybody pancakes. I know it happened.
Oh my gosh.
I know it happened.
Charlie Murphy said it happened.
Charlie Murphy said it happened. And the passion of the artist, the heart of the artist, who make you feel it.
Tina Turner. Tina Turner.
Yeah, you
Whoa,
gonna feel that.
When she start off that rolling,
Yeah.
right in
Never
here.
ever do anything.
Yeah.
Is she in here?
Yeah.
It's about to get physical.
She was not playing.
I like that. I like what you did there. Okay, let's see. A little Casio, you know.
Oh.
They do the trick.
Yes.
It do the trick.
I ain't saying no names.
Yeah.
I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names. Who you was with, what you did. Don't say shit. I ain't saying no names.
So here we are. Very important part of the show.
Very important. So important.
Where you tell us a story,
Mm-hmm.
funny or fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
are funny and fucked up. And the only rule to the game is you can't say no names.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Don't edit this out.
Edit it.
Tiki!
We need to make that a soundbite.
Go to your notes.
We need to make that edit this out.
Every time I go down here.
Freshen him on up.
So it don't no names.
Yeah, that's the only rule to the game.
Okay. Let's see. I was in the studio working with on my first project with a very, very famous producer, now artist. And we were just, I'm very goofy. He's a funny cat too, but at that time he was really silly. And he just kept passing gas. He just kept passing gas in the studio. And the room was about this size. And I was like, what was happening? And he was acting like it wasn't happening. And I'm like...
And it was just y'all two in the room?
And the engineer. And the engineer sitting there trying to hold a straight face because he's like trying to like not to inhale because it's bad.
Trying not to inhale.
And so I'm just like, yo, why you go to the bathroom, right? And he just kept on.
Is this producer Tank?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Cause your ass out of pocket, man.
And I just didn't understand. This is so bad. Why was it?
It's okay. It's okay.
But I didn't understand why he was just torturing. It was bad. I was like, who died? Like something. Go to the doctor. Like that's bad. And then it was funny. Like he just wanted to just continue. And that was just one of them times when I realized, I said, this guy has such a personality outside of just being an amazing producer, artist. I was like, he's really like a knucklehead. Like just he has a sense of humor, but he stink. You stink. Like you stink. And so that was funny to me. And yeah.
He probably was lactose. And sometimes if you overdo it on the milk, it'll burn.
But you gotta be.
But it was like, you know how no. This was just like, okay, I grew up with some of my boy cousins. They used to put us in a headlock and then just fart on your head like this. They put you like this and go,
yeah.
Like it was that type of.
It
was that, and it's like, why are you?
And it was smelling bad too.
Yeah, and it just the whole thing, and then he would just be looking like smiling, like he knew it. And it was them silent ones be deadly.
Oh yeah, them hot ones.
And he just kept doing.
Listen,
no lies, y'all. No lie. I
respect. Listen. I respect everyone's airspace, but you're not gonna make me mess up my intestine trying to hold a poo.
Yeah, it was bad.
Go to the bathroom.
I'm not holding the poo in. I might not make it.
Y'all should edit that out. Y'all should not. Don't even let that one go. Because if the person even watch it, they gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's kind of the point.
No, don't.
He thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. He'll think it's funny again.
Stinking funny.
Listen, fellow pooters, we
it's not funny. I know it's dry, but it's bad.
Fellow pooters, we having I'm a poot anywhere.
Y'all thought I was gonna tell y'all something really funny.
No, that was funny. I pooed at the White House.
No, because this guy here he's out of pocket.
The White House.
Oh, you?
Yeah, that's what I said. Dude is out of pocket.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Biden.
No, there's not.
You hear that, son? No.
Oh my God! Yeah, edit that one out too.
Nope.
Yeah. just edit
all in.
All of this. Just edit all of this.
Just edit all this.
Just all of this. Just
edit that out. That's gonna be our soundbite.
I had no funny stories.
That was a great story.
Like no,
that's
like
a great story.
No, just like what?
No pooting sessions, man.
No pootie tang.
No pootie tang. My bad. Leela James. First of all, first of all, we appreciate you. Let's start there.
Thank you.
First, for coming all this way and hanging out with us. We are honored, and we are absolutely ecstatic to give you the flowers and the conversation that you so rightfully deserve to receive and that you deserve to tell. People need to know who and what you are. Period.
Oh, thank you.
That is why we built this, so that we can talk to the people who mean something to us and to this. That's it. And it's our rules. The creatives, the people that really love this, the people who have been through hell and high water to get here. This is ours. And we will continue to be a safe space, a promotional tool, whatever you need us to be, we will continue to be there for you.
Well, I love y'all, and I'm so grateful for the time that we have had. This has been so much fun. It's like hanging with my brothers, my cousins, and it's just such a beautiful platform that you guys have created, and I'm proud of y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely.
For being you, and thank y'all for doing this. It's dope. We definitely need this in our culture. So keep on
Just waiting on the blues record for me to sing on. What's the title?
I'm waiting on the food.
And to play the food. What's the title of the record?
Did you say we gonna go where you go? What you say?
If you go, I'm going.
Yeah, you
right?
go, I'm
If
going.
you go, I'm going.
If you go, I'm going.
Yeah.
Play with me.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
going with
dun.
you. If you go, I'm
If
going
you
with
go,
you.
I'm going with you.
If you
Yeah.
go,
If you go,
I'm
I'm going with you.
If you go, I'm going with
Ooh,
you.
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Don't forget it.
going with you. It's
Yeah.
we got it.
Oh yeah, don't edit that part out.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tank.
I'm J Valentine.
And this is the R&B Money Podcast, the authority on all things
Yeah.
R&B.
Yes, it is.
This has been our good sister, woman of the cloth. Huh? Leela James.
Yeah. Thank you.